Previously.
Take my free cards.
Yep, it's only fair. Okay. So
On Progression Series Season 2.
I'm gonna Vanities.
I'm going to wiretap.
Main decking the wiretap. Look at you.
I'll just go in ascending order.
You got it.
14.
I forgot you had a second
What are
honor arc.
Yeah, you
forgot.
did? Oh, this will be really down to the last play here.
Okay.
In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Still in this desperate volley with Alexander Simo. We're catching back up again to him. We had some crushing losses the last few weeks, but for these last two, we've been bringing it back. Primal Origins was really good to us. We were able to, I think, outplay Alex with the similar strategy. We both ended up bringing gadgets. I think I just had the upper hand. I played it a little better. Going into this episode today, though, it's Battle Pack 3. Actually, a really sick set. I love doing the Battle Pack drafts. I have a lot of friends that love doing it, too. But there's just a lot of good cards in general to be able to look at. I'll leave that to Alex to tell you all about it. We have the wheel in front of us today, and there's always bangers on the wheel that we could possibly spin. Absolute game changer would be like a promo or a Starlight. I have a crazy, crazy deck idea that's been brewed up for a while that we're waiting on a singular card to be able to put into action. I also think Snatch Steal might give us the same opportunity. I have to ask Alex what he has in his collection. But regardless, anything on the wheel, it's a good day when I'm sitting in front of it. Let's see what I could get on my spin today. Let's rev it up. What do we got? What do we got? I mean, better me have them than Alex, right? Like, it's a redoer ticket. We're moving into the new era of Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe we're moving into past Zexals, that's Arc V, right? So we're going to be getting a refresh on these redoer tickets very, very soon anyways, but I'll put one in the bank. I guess I use them more than Alex, right? So would have loved to get something else on there, but then it is what it is. You know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm in the winner's circle. That's all that matters. Today's set, though, Battle Pack 3. Alex, tell them all about it.
How does this always happen? How do I go on this giant win streak and then Gage somehow manages to like reverse it almost just in tow, and now we're on the verge of a banning now? It's absurd. But in any case, Battle Pack 3 Monster League, I believe, is the final Battle Pack set, and this one's a bit weird. What made Battle Pack 3 different from the other draft sets is that they made all monsters, all types, and all attributes as a blanket rule. And so what's interesting about that is that you're actually allowed to play a lot of cards that you otherwise wouldn't be able to in the game. And it fostered a different style of gameplay. And it was very split as to whether or not people liked it or hated it. For Prague, though, unfortunately, it means that there's going to be a lot of cards in here that are probably going to be unplayable just because in the draft environment, they would be playable because that blanket rule was in place. But here, that's not going to be the case. For instance, a card like Lord Poison says if it's destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, target a plant monster in your grave except Lord Poison, special summon it. Well, since all monsters are all types and all attributes, Lord Poison is literally just Monster Reborn if something's killed by battle. So for draft, it's insane, but for Prague, it's not. It's not to say that there isn't some okay stuff in here. Like, obviously, a Breaker reprint is going to be welcome, but I think it's going to be few and far between that we find cards that are going to be valuable to us at this stage in the game. Like, Card Trooper reprint is cool, but I'm not sure, like, how useful it is to us. There's, like, random stuff in here, like, you know, maybe Aztekapede that could be useful in the future. Mizuki is a nice reprint because I believe it recently went to 3. Kwakimeru Drago is a nice reprint, as a matter of fact, just because I believe the initial print of it was an ultra rare, and so getting a shot at this at common, I believe, since every card in here comes at either like common, rare, or shatterfoil, or, you know, some combination, then, you know, getting reprints like that are actually pretty welcome. Evil Swarm Thunderbird is actually pretty good for my deck, but also because we could play like a chain beat style of deck as well, potentially. I don't think Wind Up Rabbit's in here, but Thunderbird getting reprinted is very nice. If anything, I think the most important reprints in the set are actually the Xyz cards, because there are a metric shit ton of them. I'm talking Leviair, there's Giga Brilliant, there's Marrowgeist, Emerald, Cowboy, Gandiva's even okay, Diamond Dyer that Gage has that I don't, Alucard's in here as well. Like, the Xyz pool is crazy. Then for spells, I mean, like, Scapegoat's a fine card. I think we have, like, Book of Life, Creature Swap, Enemy Controller, Swords of Concealing Light, Book of Eclipse, Forbidden Chalice, that's like its 900th reprint at this point, though. Forbidden Lance, another stab at that's pretty good. I remember back in the day, Lances were still kind of expensive, so this is a very welcome reprint for that. So, like, there's some okay cards in here, but, like, nothing too crazy. And then the traps is kind of more of the same, right? I mean, like, Call of the Haunted is fine, obviously, but I think we already have, like, plenty of playsets of it. There's just so many cards in here that have been already reprinted to death at this point that we just already have them. I'm looking through here, like, Breakthrough Skill, maybe, like, at the very least, like, Typhoon, because I think this is the first time this card was printed. I think it was exclusive to the set, so it's, like, an okay card. I'm not going to keep going because the rest is just more versions of the different rarities, but we do have to open some Astro Packs. Looks like we're opening Astro Pack 5 today. I actually have no idea what's in here, and it kind of sucks because I'd like to get another copy of Maxi, but that was in Astro Pack 4, but we are not going to dwell on the past. Book of Moon is fine, but I think we have like 4 billion copies of that card. Full House, I think we probably already have, so like that's kind of a dud. What else do we get? Overworked, you know, whatever. And then for our last pack, Card Trooper. Like, fine card, but I don't really think we're going to be doing much with it. Soul Exchange is kind of neat, but I think we already have copies of that as well. In any case, that's not what you're here for. You're here for Battle Pack 3. Let's get cracking.
Battle Pack 3. We definitely double-checked this. We're opening 36 packs of it today. Again, that's enough for a full draft amongst several players if you were to get a box. That's just how it works. The packs are a little bit smaller, but there's some good cards in here. Let's hope we can come out on top. 36 packs, Battle Pack 3. Send it. Let's see what we get. Pack number 1. I think, like, Ghost Trick Jack Frost is, like, an okay, like, actual hand trap. I'm pretty sure it, like, flips something face down, right? Yeah, hey, I know my stuff. Uh-oh, Alex might bring back the Frog Monarch if he sees this Ghost Trick Jack Frost. Nobody show him. Nobody show him. Iron in the Battle Pack 3 draft set, where everything is like the same type of attribute. This is actually a banger, man. Becomes a 2,000 body just on normal summon. Crazy, crazy effect. I think Typhoon was, funny enough, a really good reprint back in the day. This was like back when pendulums were just coming out, and this was a pretty decent way to be able to deal with them. Activate it from hand. Not too bad. I think this is a card that's pretty neat. Maybe it'd see some play later on down the line. Oh my god. Breakthrough Skill's actually incredible. I forgot this was in this set. BTS was actually a really great trap card from back in the day. It's essentially an effective ailer on flip, and then also during your turn, you can banish it and then negate a face-up monster effects until the end of the turn too. So that's pretty strong, right? Stops floodgate monsters and stuff. Wasn't too prevalent back then, the floodgate monster effect type thing, but hey, nowadays that's pretty good. Actually really happy with that. That's a great card. Enemy, well, I mean, those don't matter. We already have like 1 billion of them, don't we? Billion of everything in this pack. Oh, Spine Gilman, my man, bro. That's our Deep Sea Diva summon. Ooh, Quackimera Draco's actually pretty interesting, I want to say. I think this is a card that we might have already had only one in our collection, but comes up in some dragon-type decks, right? Stops summoning lights and darks, which comes up a lot.
All right, nice sizable opening today. 36 packs of Battle Pack 3. What do we get in the Pack 1? Spine Gilman, everyone's favorite card in Diva Hero, but not going to be too... Ooh, do we have Diva, actually? I should probably look into that. The Berserk Gorilla returns once again. Obviously, it's past his prime, but it's good to see him still fighting strong. Royal Firestorm Guards is kind of an interesting opening. Like, I'm not sure if, like, there's any volcanic strategy, but this was, I think, initially, like, a secret rare or, like, a gold rare. So this may be its, like, lowest rarity printing yet. This is a decent card. Well, it's so decent, we got 2 of them. Okay, that's actually what I'm looking for. There's our first Evil Swarm Thunderbird. Ideally, I'd like to get a playset of this card. I don't really know what else we want. Maybe, like, Forbidden Lances and Chalices, but we may already have almost entire playsets of those as well.
Berserk Gorilla. Ook, bro. No way Alex plays that card again, ever, right? It's definitely outdated. Oh, that's a lot of monsters. None of them quite good. I actually did pull off a crazy combo with Quackimera War Arms in Battle Pack Draft one time. I'm going to share it with you because this is the only time I get to. Keep in mind, every monster's every attribute and every type. So what I would do is I activated War Arms to equip Card Trooper, and then if he would be destroyed by battle, I destroy the Card Trooper, and I get to draw a card. pretty fucking awesome, right? And then I could just keep doing that. I thought it was cool, man. I don't know. Dark Bribe, actually, I think is better than it looks. I don't know if we have 3 copies in it, but that's a really great counter trap. Premature Burial. This is still in the Hall of Fame for both of us, as it should be. Too Closed Forest. Ugh. I think this is right on the cusp of when the new rule kicked in, where both players could control their own field spell. I think that essentially made Closed Forest like a useless card almost, right? I mean, I guess it still has its own purpose, but I don't know. I wish this card was better. Ooh, X-Saber Urbellum. I don't think it matters. I think we already have 3 of him, so that's pretty cool. Tackle Crusader. This actually ended up being pretty cool to flip monsters face down after sending him to the graveyard.
Good old copy of Breaker, our favorite card of all time, never letting us down. I don't even know if we have a playset of him, but if we don't, happy to see him. That is our 3rd Royal Firestorm guards. Apparently, the pack opener wants us to play Volcanic today. Not mad to see an Aztecapede. This is like randomly a decent card, just especially like way later on if B Trooper's viable. I think they played this. There's a Mizuki. I actually don't know how many Mizuki. I think we have minimum 1, but I don't know if we have more than that. And if that's the case, like, Zombies got a lot of stuff off the ban list that we're currently following. I think Mizuki's at 3 now, so that's a good hit. Well, I guess if we needed more, now we have a playset. Oh, Nightbeam's actually a decent card as well. I think this was initially an ultra rare, if my memory serves. I'm not sure if it's had a reprint up until this point, but Nightbeam's actually quite strong. That's sick. There's an Alucard. We missed Alucard out of Shadow Specters, I believe. And this is just a generically good rank 3. It can pop sets. I mean, it's 1800 attack. What more could you ask for? Man, these Blue Thunder T45s are tempting me. The spaceship deck topped. I don't know if it was around this time or if it was maybe a bit earlier, but I don't know how many copies of this we had initially, but ooh, the spaceship deck. That's tempting. I guess Dark Bribe's okay, too. We have a lot of negation now between Wiretap and 7 tools and stuff, but Dark Bribe negates spells. I'm not sure how many copies of this that we have, but it's okay.
Nothing to really write home about with these last few packs that I busted open. Still like another 14 of them left to go. Maybe we get lucky. Ooh, Ayers Rock Sunrise is incredible for our deck that we were building before. Oh god, what is it? The cat deck that we were playing? The raccoon deck too. That was pretty sick. I like that a lot. This is something we had an opportunity to get just a couple sets ago in its initial print, but this is a great reprint to have. I think this actually buffs out my playset. All right, coming up on the last 5, I have been not super impressed by this opening, but it's not anything I would ever in a million years consider re-rolling. I don't think this set is at that level, and there's so many cards in it. Let's go to the last 2 here. What do we got? Another Metal Morph. Oh, Mizuki. Oh, Mizuki, actually. That's kind of hot. I'm not going to lie. The Zooks. I like them. That's actually really sick to pull. I'm really happy with that. I think that's my 2nd copy of Mizuki. Maybe something with the zombie deck cooking up. Quite possibly, maybe. Last pack. Anything big? Oh, Evil Swarm Thunderbird. Wow, Alex would be losing his mind with his Evil Swarm deck if he got that. What an early reprint for this card, too. I honestly think I ended up getting the high end of the set. The Breakthrough Skill is probably like the go-to card that I wanted from here. That's actually just generically a really powerful card. But we ended up getting lucky with that Mizuki pull. I'm happy with that. 2 Quacky Mirror Walls, pretty neat, actually. I really don't think there's much else I wanted from this set. And I don't think it's worth re-rolling. Even though we got one on the wheel today, I definitely want to bank that ticket for later. It's probably better useful elsewhere. Thunderbird's actually not bad either. This is good. I'm going to just add it to the collection, not even think twice. Let's see what we can build for today.
There's a Shatterfoil Breaker, and we've only got 6 packs left of this, so let's just go ahead and send the last ones here. Nothing crazy in that pack. Forbidden Chalice is nice. I think we may only have like 1 copy of this card, but Chalice gets better as Yu-Gi-Oh! Ages, so I'm just happy to have that in some capacity. That's our 3rd Blue Thunder. Oh my god. If we can play the spaceship deck, I will look into it. Our first Quacky Drago. Again, this was an Ultra initially, so happy to have one of these, I guess, just because it's like a good stun card potentially. And Forbidden Lance is pretty strong as well, so I think that may actually finish our playset. I think we only had 2 Lances, but I'm not 100% sure. A 2nd Drago, happy to see that, and Swords of Concealing Light isn't terrible either. Last pack, anything crazy? Dark Bribe looks to be it, but it sucks because we only got 1 copy of Thunderbird. I was kind of looking for a whole playset, but I don't really think it's worth respinning. I got Lance, I got some Dragos, I got like just a decent opening altogether, so we're just going to keep it. I don't think we were looking for anything too crazy out of here, and let's get to building.
I know the last time you guys looked at this deck, it seemed that I played it super poorly and completely botched like 2 games in a row against Alex. I swear we looked back at those duels, and I think I played it almost as best as I could with a misplay here or there, but this list is looking even more fierce than it did before. With the inclusion of Soul Charge in this deck seems unbeatable. Really easy to load up the graveyard very quickly off of a card like Rescue Cat, which is still unerrated at this point, and then we can bring back all of the material with Soul Charge to be able to make some crazy powerful synchro monsters like Mistworm to out boards, or set up boards with cards like Tri-Edge Levia or Wind Up Zen mains. Naturia Beast and Barkion as well, too. Lots of fucking haymakers in this deck. This is just all nuts to butts aggro. I'm getting in there. I'm going to try to find my way to Rescue Cat one way or another through Giant Rat, through our Summoner Monk, through our Witch or our Sangan. All of these ways will get us to our 1-card combo. And then from there, we can extend with cards like the Ayers Rock Sunrise. We were able to buff out the full playset by pulling 2 more today in Battle Pack 3, which is really friggin' awesome. This just reborns a beast monster in the graveyard and then also reduces the attack of Alex's monsters. So if we have just enough things in the graveyard already, we can sink things down to 0 and just go for game shots. Whole bunch of ways to deal with back row or make sure we don't even have to worry about it. Cold Wave, Triple MST, Forbidden Lance is in the main deck. We're just, like I said, we're going balls to the wall. We're winning the duel. I Wish I Was Dead created this list originally, and we reworked the combo that would be the first turn combo. The first thing we were trying to do was try to open up boards with like the Sendayu plus opening Beast and stuff. We're still going to be opening Beast turn 1 if we go for the first turn board, but the first turn board looks like Beast, Leviathan Dragon, and Levia is the new thing that hit the deck. Levia takes 3 level 3s, but it also banishes anything destroyed by battle with it, and then during either player's turn, we can detach a material to target a face-up monster, lose 800 attacks, and there's also its effects are negated, so it's pretty freaking good. So we're ending on a monster negate, we're ending on a spell, multiple spell negates with Beast, and a Leviair that's ready to get something back at the following turn as well. If Alex doesn't deal with that board, that's just GG where I'm from. Since we're playing with a lot of level 3s, Mistworm is super prevalent. We're able to make it with just like, Air Bellum plus 2 non-tuner level 3s, and then bounce 3 things back to the hand. That is going to allow us to go for some easy game shots there too. Pretty sick. And our rank 4s, we're playing very minimal of them. For a turn 1 combo, if we start with Monk, we'll be making Daigusto Emerald to put back essentially some of the most important engine parts, or we can make Diamond Direwolf to pop something off the board. Those are pretty good too. As far as our rank 4s go, I think I'd like to fit in Silent Honor Arc, but the space is like super tight. I don't think I have any way I can fit him. Maybe cut like Musa Rhythm. Yeah, I'm not like super sold on Musa Rhythm. He's like okay. So let's actually put in the Silent Honor Arc. I think this card put in some extremely good work last episode, and Alex is a little bit reckless. I don't think he realizes he needs to start putting his stuff into defense, otherwise it gets soaked up by this thing. We have a little bit more limited options to get to rank 4s, but if we are able to do it, that's a free gimme, right? Side deck is teched out with some Raikos, again, just a beast, so if we can not mill any of our other good cards that are not beasts, like Sangan, Monk, or Witch, those are the only 3, we can still be cooking fully with the deck. And we have a whole bunch of back row if we're going to be able to play a grind game. This is built mainly to go turn 1 and set up our turn 1 board. And then for the side deck and stuff like that, we can trade out a whole bunch of easy things that we can swap out that might not be good in matchups, put in some trap cards that might be more effective to keep the game in our favor. I think this deck is sick. It's not one of those decks that I think is super on Alex's radar, but it's also a deck that I need to do a little bit more practice with to make sure I'm up to scuff with it. Hopefully I can navigate my way through some combos today, be able to take some games with this Unreal deck. Or maybe Soul Charge and Ayers Rock Sunrise will be able to carry us through those combos, right? I'm feeling confident with this. I want to be able to play as many crazy decks as I can with Soul Charge at 3 while we still have it there. This is just one of those. So let's see what Alex is playing. Let's see if it can stack up to our nasty combo deck.
So we're on the verge of being sent into the banning, so I wanted to try to cover all my bases for this episode. We're back on Evil Swarm. Next week, we're actually going to be entering Duelist Alliance, so that's going to be a big episode, and so I think that's going to shake up a lot of things, and I feel like this is just going to be maybe one of the last few times we play this deck, because Duelist Alliance is going to change quite a bit. In any case, Evil Swarm, I feel like, has actually been pretty okay, all things considered. We also got a second copy of Rhoda, courtesy of the new ban list that's in effect, and also we got a third copy of Lance from this episode, and also we got the Thunderbird, so I figure let's go ahead and give this deck one more shot. If he plays Rulers, I also have a theory he might be on like a weird like Lightsworn Ruler deck, because he has the means, I think, to make a deck like that, and so this actually covers that base as well. And then our sideboard's appropriate in case he decides to go all in on something like a rank 4 strategy like Gadgets, and also some other strategies that we'll cover as well. So quickly doing the card by card, we have a shit ton of Evil Swarms, including Azathoth, Caster, Mandragora, Salamandra, the newly acquired Thunderbird, which is fantastic because it can dodge all sorts of effects, and also just a big annoying card to deal with. And then of course we have the triple Kage to Kage to give us an alternate win condition. If we can't go for Ophion, we can go for Master Key Beetle to protect Vanities or Royal Oppression, which pretty much locks up the game for us. We're only on 2 Heliotrope now. Without Rescue Rabbit, I figured this card's not as important, so it's one less name, but honestly, had to make space for some other stuff. Then, of course, we have Darkhold. The triple Lance is really nice because it'll protect from Wind Blast, Raigeki Break, just any sort of nonsense. Also, the damage step shenanigans are nice. Of course, the 1 Pandemic, double MST Pot of Greed, 2 Rhoda now, which is better than 1. Double Smashing Ground. I'm still afraid of Master of Blades, so that's why this is here. And then Soul Charge as well. So this gives us a nice follow-up play in case Gage actually thinks he's safe because we're just a pretty normal summon reliant deck. Then we can just drop this and just summon a bunch of rank 4s and we're pretty much off to the races. Also good too because Daigoso Emerald could recycle something like Ophion. So with 4 level 4s, we can go Ophion and Emerald, and that's pretty nice. Then triple Upstart for consistency, and then Compulse, Oppression, Torrential, and triple Emptiness, rounding out the main deck. For the extra deck, we have Darkfire and Thousand Eyes for the 2 instant fusion in the side. For the rank 4s, we have Emerald, we have Bahamut, Nightmare, Ophion, double Feral Imps, Jin, double 101, Master Key Beetle, Heartland Draco, Crazy Box, and CXC Simon the Great Moral Leader. This is actually our target for Xyz Universe. So the thing is, you can't summon a number monster with Xyz Universe, but this is our tech against if Gage is playing a rank 4 strategy. This card has an effect that's unaffected by other monster effects. The only other target we have is Thunder End Dragon, which we can detach a material to wipe the board. That's okay, but if we Xyz Universe him, then we already just wiped his field anyway. So I figure having protection from monster effects is actually better because then he can't like 101 this or anything like that. Plus it's 3,000 attack, so it's fucking huge. Then for the side, we have double Kaiku just because it's generically good. Granmole for the same reason. The instant fusion, the mind control, this is all like Ophion stuff to be able to protect the Ophion from whatever stuff he might use. So it's like counter-siding tactics. We have an MST Smashing Ground Bottomless double D Prison in case we need more traps post board. And then we have double Wiretap as well in case we get into a trap war. But also, if he is playing Chainburn, which he could very well be, Wiretap is a nice card to bring in because since it's a counter trap, it can actually stop chains in their tracks. So if he tries to go like Chain Link 4 Accumulated Fortune, we can Wiretap and end the chain immediately. And if he can't draw cards, then it's going to be hell for him to be able to win the game. So I like having this here. It covers a lot of bases, and that's just the game plan we're going for today. So let's see how well it works. Let's not make you wait any longer, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to duel. Just like that, Gage, talk about the swift reversal of the banning. I had you in the banning like about a month ago now, and now here we are. I'm on the verge of going into the banning. I wouldn't have expected that. And next episode, we still have to play today, but Duelist Alliance is next week, and that is going to shift things for the foreseeable future. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, bro. Like you said, those are just the swings of the progression series, man. Sometimes you'll get a ridiculous streak. I'll come back with some fresh decks, and I'll get a ridiculous streak. But I love it. I love every moment of it. And going into the next era, like you said, Duelist Alliance, I think neither of us are going to give either of us any leeway. We got to bring our A game every episode.
Absolutely. And now that we have access to more cards, I think, every time we access a new summoning mechanic, it's all the more deadly when we have access to some of the crazy cards that we do. And so, that's for next episode. This episode, though, Battle Pack 3. How are you feeling about your polls?
I feel all right about it. There's a lot of cards in Battle Pack 3. Like, there's a lot of them. I think it's a cool set, but there's some hidden gems here and there. I think I came out pretty good with my pulls. How do you think you did out of your 36 packs?
I feel about the same. I mean, like, obviously, there's not, like... The problem is, I feel like with Battle Pack is that there's so many cards that are specific to the format that they're really bad for us, right? Just because all monsters were all types and all attributes. But at the end of the day, there are some nice reprints in here and some things that we were still looking for. So it could have been worse. I'll say it that way. Let's go and get into it, buddy.
You mean to tell me you didn't find a use for Quackimera War Arms? Don't tell me, bro.
Shocker. All the psychokinesis that I picked up, I'm going to play my psychic deck against you. Right. Shout out to patron Mr. Kill. Thank you for the support. Nice and evil, I guess. All right, buddy. You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, okay.
Woo! All right. The last duel of the Xyz era, and I will take first. Best of luck, my friend.
Best of luck, Duelist. You're going to need it.
I am going to need it, but you can need 1,000 life points. So.
I want 1,000 life points. I'll take those.
Well, how about you take an extra 1,000 on top of that,
absolutely, man. I don't mind
I'm being so generous. I'm going to set one. You know what? Let's just go like this.
It's one of these duels, isn't it, bro? Oh,
go ahead, buddy.
Man.
Go ahead.
I got to pierce through every back row in the game now. Standby phase. You got anything back
All
there?
good.
All right.
Nah, you're fine.
Okay, well, 4 back rows a fucking problem, bro. That's a lot. You know what, Alex? You were so generous to give me 1,000 life points. You can have 1,000 life.
Oh, you're gonna reciprocate? Oh, you're too kind,
Yeah,
buddy. You're too kind.
I'll take me a 6.
Everyone gets 1,000 life points this episode.
All right, man. How am I gonna do this? Back row. I don't think you'd be dumb enough to take Chain Burn again. I mean, you're not playing Upstart Goblin and Chain Burn. That wouldn't make any sense. So, what am I thinking you're on today? I have a feeling, Alex. I always like to make these soul reads because, like, sometimes I'm right. I have a feeling it's a gadget deck. This might be like, what is this then? I don't even know. I don't even know what other deck sets for besides like your Evil Swarm deck or your gadget deck here. But if it's gadgets, that's a lot of back rows to work around. So you know what? I'm gonna just throw down my man Giant Rat, the biggest rat in town.
Giant Rat?
Yeah, floater.
Okay.
You familiar with him? He's pretty old school.
I'm familiar. I'm shocked to see him, I'll be honest with you.
He's a cool looking
guy.
guy. Maybe this will give me enough information to start making plays here. Dimensional Prison me, I dare you.
Kind of blows, honestly. All right, I don't want to reveal it, but it's Azathoth, so
okay,
you can take
it is
550.
the Evil Swarm. They'll read that with me, Alex. Special summoned monster on the
Special
field.
summoned, yep.
Yes.
And it is a mandatory effect, but there's no special summon monster on the field. So we will activate it, but it will not
Does
resolve.
a whole bunch of nothing. That's okay, though. I'm happy with this result.
Really wanted you to commit into something, and unfortunately, you just took it nice and slow.
I got to, test out the waters here, see what we're up against. I'm petrified of your 4 back row, though. And then your next turn here, you can... Dude, imagine you top deck like Thunderbird, freshly out of Battle Pack 3.
Yeah, you're observant. Yeah. You're observant.
I'll just... You know what? I will pass it to you. Let me see what you got, dude.
Passing on Giant Rat.
I mean, what, you gonna attack him? Like, you don't want to see what comes out of him.
You can get another I need to go through every Upstart Goblin, evidently.
So generous, thank you.
Okay, and I guess we can get cooking now. We're gonna go for Heliotrope.
Okay, that's what you were looking for. Yep, all right.
I'm gonna think here. So, like, this is weird because, like, I don't really know what you're doing with the rat. The only thing that comes to mind is you're playing, like, your stupid cat deck, potentially, which is, like, not unlikely that you could be playing that. What else? What else? I don't know what else would play Giant Rat. I gotta be honest. Like Baby Raccoons, maybe, which is like sort of like the cat deck, but like you could have a different version of it. You could be playing like some weird psychic deck potentially with Giant Rat. There was a lot of like random psychic support this set. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna overlay.
Yeah, I figured.
We'll go for the Ophion.
Yeah.
We'll go for a slightly safe play
Okay.
here. We're gonna detach.
Yep.
Now you know it's not in the back row. Not yet.
Could be.
Anyway.
I don't know how many copies you have.
Fair. We're gonna go battle phase.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate Vanities and then attack the rat.
Ooh, that's... Yikes. I mean, that deals with the rat. All right, that's, 1150, right? Yeah?
1150, yep.
And unfortunately, rat activates, but can't do any special summoning, so...
Set another back row. Over to you.
All right. Draw for turn. Stand by main.
You say I got a full grip over there, so it's not
I do,
great.
but I don't feel great up against Emptiness. Like, that is a hell of a Yu-Gi-Oh card, bro. I don't know if you're aware.
Emptiness Ophion, to be fair. So, like, if you have any extra deck, synchro shenanigans or anything like that, you have to get through 2 layers to special summon level 5 or higher. Yeah.
I'm really glad you gave me all those life points. I'm gonna fucking need them, bro. I'm gonna need them. I'm just gonna pass to you. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Okay. Main 1, normal summon Thunderbird.
Off the top, too.
Off the top.
On.
1650.
Yeah, Gores, bro. I wish, man.
25. Yeah, with Vanities and Ophion.
Jesus,
good luck. All right, go ahead.
Dude, oh my god, draw. Stand by main. Oh my god, bro. This sucks.
I didn't make it easy for
No,
you.
you did not. I will, I'll just set... I'll set 2, and I'll pass. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna be able to kill you. Kind of sucks. We'll draw. We'll go battle. Let's hit in.
It's an X-Saber or Bellum.
Okay, you're on the cat deck. I had a feeling. All right, 1650. Over to you.
Draw. Stand by main.
This does deny you some synchro plays with like Air Bellum and stuff, so that's nice.
I'm gonna set another Yu-Gi-Oh card and pass it back.
All right, we'll just keep chipping
Didn't
away.
even have to think about it, bro. Yeah, it's Kalantosa.
Yeah, you don't need that. 1650. Go ahead.
Draw. I will set 2, and I'll pass. Go ahead.
Still, I'll draw. Okay. We'll go stand by main. We'll go ahead and normal summon Caster.
Yeah.
Let's try to clean this one up.
Damage step.
Damage step. What do you got?
Lance? Is that put it
Lance
below? This is going to sound stupid.
Ophio.
Does that put it below? No, it doesn't, actually. Okay, right? No, it doesn't.
Put it below what? I don't know what I'm putting. Put it below what?
No, hold on. Let me do some math. Hold up.
Lance puts it to 1750.
All right, thanks for doing that. Let's go game 2. Yeah, okay. It didn't matter what I played that on. All right, that was a rough one. I don't feel that good about that one. That game 100% came down to that Vanity's Emptiness. What a powerful Yu-Gi-Oh card, bro. I literally have no words. Why is that card still legal again?
You were worried about all my back row. You only had to worry about one. You couldn't even get through that one.
I wasn't even, dude. Would you be surprised if I told you I wasn't even scared of Ophion on that board? That wasn't even the most scary thing there. Man,
honestly, with
really
the deck you're playing, I kind of believe you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I think that's just how it happens when you go first with that deck. So let me show you what happens when I go first with my deck.
Okay. Best of luck. Let's see what you got.
Best of luck, Duelist. All right. I will go standby main.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, I mean, this is as good as it gets, right? Like, I'm going to start with Rescue Cat.
You can't complain. Yeah.
Can't
sure.
complain. I'll activate the Rescue Cat effect. Let's get popping. You've seen these before. A couple Unifloras out the deck. Awesome. I'm going to use one of them. We'll reborn the Rescue Cat.
Yep.
And I'll use that Rescue Cat's effect again. All right, I'm going to summon off of this. We're going to go Hoot Cake and the third Uniflora out the deck.
Yep.
I am going to use the Uniflora again to get back Cat. And I'll Cat again.
God, if only I had Max C. That'd be so great.
Oh, if only, bro. I would have shed some tears. I'm not going to lie to you. It would have been pretty sad. We're going to go Calantosa and Airbellum out the deck here. We'll take these
so
two.
Calantosa's mandatory. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna, bro, don't do that to me. Don't make me act like I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so Calantosa is not mandatory, so we're on a synchro with these two. It's not the greatest against like. Yeah, it is going to be Nat Beast, I think. He's pretty good. I think it's just easily. We're going to tribute this Uniflora again, pull back Cat.
Yep.
Activate Rescue Cat for the third time or fourth time this turn.
Fourth
something
time.
Like that. Yep. Crazy. Who's counting, though, right? Off of this Rescue Cat, I'm going to summon for an Airbellum, and I'm going to go for a copy of Mufuli.
Okay.
I'm going to use Hoot Cake. I'm going to banish Rescue Cat.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, I'm going to summon from
cute.
the deck. Yeah, I'm going to summon the Mufuli, another copy.
This is cute.
We're going to overlay these two Mufulis.
Levier.
Levier the Sea Dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. Because you needed a fifth Rescue Cat activation.
Yeah, right? Let's see here. Yeah, I like this. All right, we'll go Levier. We'll go bring back the cat.
Okay. At this point, I'm curious to see what targets you have left.
Oh, I've got tons, man. Don't even worry about me. Let me actually double check my deck. Am I just really going to make Barkion on you again? I mean, Barkion, I know you play shit ton of trap cards in this deck. So, like, I know it's actually
You
a
saw me
solid
set
choice
4
this time.
turn 1 last game.
Yeah, I know it's a solid choice this time. I'm thinking that's still, like, going to be the move here. And then off the cat, probably that I'm thinking of. I think that's the move here. All right, I'm going to do what I was talking about there. We're going to Synchro for 6. In a Barkion, we'll use this cat, and I'll summon Calantosa Raikou from the deck. And I'm going to overlay these two into
Sendayu.
bro.
Duh.
Gotcha. Yeah, 2 level 2 beasts. We'll put up the Sendayu, and I'll make a Sendayu token for 25
big.
stats. Is it 25/25 or copy the exact stats here? Actually, I have no idea. Oh, it's defense 0. This thing's a weenie. Okay. Alex, this is pretty good, bro. I don't know if you're checking out the same board I am, but that's no spells, no traps. Nice little powerful dudes on the field here.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for me, I think. I'm gonna pass it back to you, bud. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see if I can get cracking here. Main 1. No spells, no traps, and then the fucking Sendayu I gotta deal with too. Probably gonna be our best look, so we'll give it a shot. Normal caster.
Sure.
Normal Azathoth.
Sure.
Let's go for 101.
Ooh, defense mode would have been looking good.
Just a bit.
That's good, yeah.
We'll detach. I will take your Barkion.
You can have him.
Appreciate
That's
you.
fine.
We'll go to battle. I'll attack your Levier.
I will lose the Levier.
Take
That's
3.
fine.
Second main, I'm going to set 3 back row. And we'll throw back.
All right. I'll draw. Standby.
All good.
I will, I'll just go to my battle phase, I think, here in a sec. What am I scared of? Like, Torrential, you could protect it. My Sandayu wouldn't die, but I would lose Beast, and I still wouldn't be able to obstacle this thing. D-Prison beats the Beast, which is kind of sucky, but I don't know if you'd have it. I think I'm more worried about Torrential, so I'm going to go battle phase. I'll attack with a Sandayu token.
That's fine. I'll take 4.
Do I care to beat this thing? It literally doesn't do anything on my board right now. If I attack with this beast and run into D-Prison, it opens up options for you.
Well, we're just past the point of people playing D-Prison Gauge, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, I say that every episode, don't I? And then you come back out with, I'm going to play Chainburn, which is a deck from like 2000.
Chainburn has tops during this time. So Thank you very much.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking respect your D-Prison. I'm gonna do that. Sounds kind of whack, but this Sound Honor Arc doesn't do a damn thing, bro. I'll switch the Sandayu to defense. You're drawing to 2. I will I'll just set a monster and I'll pass.
Setting a monster. Okay, I'll draw. Standby main.
That's fine.
What are you setting in this deck? Sangan? If you still play it after last time. I guess it could be Tan. I feel like your baby raccoon ratios were kind of weird, but I don't recall exactly. It's like the only things off the top of my mind.
I think the thing that gets me most excited about this deck is, if you look, I'm 10 cards deeper into my deck.
Yeah, so you're just your draws,
which makes all my top decks so much better.
Let's do this. Grand Mole. We'll go into Nat
good.
Beast. Activate.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think I want to hit this. Oh, you play Raikou in this deck too, don't you? It could be a Raikou. Well, we'll just pass. Cleared the Nat Beast, so.
Okay, I'm all right with it. I'll draw.
Sure.
Standby main. Righto. I've respected Torrential this much. I have no reason to run into it now. And this token's also 25. Oh, we got something.
I'm going to Oppression. Now, it doesn't destroy the Sandayu, but it just stops the special summon, which is what we're going for.
Yeah, because
you already have the other token up, unfortunately.
I'm really happy with it. That's a great outcome for me.
Sure.
I'll attempt to get over your Sound Honor Arc.
Take 4.
Nice. And then I'll get in for 1,000.
It's fine.
Main 2, I'll add another card to my face down collection, and I'll pass to you.
Okay. Draw, standby main. I think we just keep doing what we've been doing. We'll go Mole again.
Yeah.
Let's just go into the token.
Yeah.
And back to you.
Draw. Standby main.
Yep.
All right, I'll just throw down a Sangan.
There's the Sangan. Sure.
I'm going to flip up Witch.
Okay, I was close. It's Witch. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you were close. You were close. I'll just go battle phase.
That's fine.
1,000.
Sure.
1,000.
Yep.
And 11.
Take it.
Main 2, I will just, I'll just pass. Go ahead.
What else is in your hand? Just like summoning a guy a turn?
Everything,
just like all these monsters? I guess I'm also not like doing a whole lot either. We'll draw. Let's go main 1. All right. See where this goes. I'm going to MST my Oppression.
Okay, yeah.
Special Mandragora.
Sure.
Normal Heliotrope.
Sure.
Go battle. Let's go Mandragora into your Sangan.
Okay. I'll take 550 and I'll get my search.
Yep.
I'll grab Summoner Monk out the deck.
Okay. Then we'll go Heliotrope into Witch.
Okay. And I'll take 850.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I'll get my search.
Yep.
I'll pick up a Xaber or Bellum.
Scary. We'll go second main. I'm going to overlay for Key Beetle. Set 1, Key Beetle effect, target the new set, and pass.
Okay. Okay. I'll draw.
Yep.
Standby, main.
Yep.
Okay. Start of the main phase 1, I'm going to activate Cold Wave.
I'll chain Emptiness.
Yeah, that's fine. I will flip Raikou. I'll pop the Emptiness.
It has the token on it from Key Beetle.
Cannot be destroyed by... Oh, okay. So I guess I'll pop the Key Beetle. I guess I'll pop the Key Beetle. Okay. Mill 1, 2, 3. I will just normal summon Xaber Air Bellum.
Sure.
And go for a game.
Yeah, you got it.
Cool.
Maybe I should have gone after the Raikou instead. I didn't know it was Raikou, but maybe I should have just done that to try to be safer. That one was tough. If I knew you were on Raikou, there was an argument that I should have just attacked Raikou first, and then I don't know what you would have done in that situation. So I think my thinking was I want to get the materials off the board so you didn't like try to do anything else with the Sangan and the Witch, or I wanted to see if you were gonna like search a Raikou potentially, but could have just focused what was on the board. That was an interesting game though, I'll say. We're gonna go first, so hopefully it's not as interesting as I can just lock it up and win this. And
yeah, set 5 pass worked pretty well last time.
Yeah, nice. Buddy. And you know what? When Rhoda is freshly at 2, I am not gonna complain.
Caster. Familiar with him, he is definitely a warrior. That's crazy.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring him out.
Yep.
Let's just go for the Heliotrope.
Yep.
You know him. You love him. It's like, Ophion's not even, like, that good against your deck, but, like, Ophion's just kind of big at the end of the day.
He's annoying, though. That's he's just annoying.
He is annoying. He is annoying. So it's like, I don't know if he's the default here, necessarily. It sort of cuts you off synchro plays, too, a bit. So, yeah, you know what? I'll go Ophion. That's fine.
All right.
Fact you're going to resolve?
Yep.
All right. You know this card.
Familiar with it.
And
Very familiar with it.
We'll set 3. Over to you.
Okay, I will draw for turn.
What do you got,
Standby phase, main phase. I'll start with me being a greedy guy, as always.
Don't like to see that, game 3. Do not like to see that. You were, like, so deep into your deck last game, too. I'm surprised you didn't see it then.
I was waiting to see cards like, of course, like the Soul Charge and stuff. They weren't coming up. Okay, Alex. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and with 6 cards in my hand, I'm going to pass my turn. Go ahead.
Draw. You can take 1,000 life points.
All right, I'll take 1,000 more.
All right. So the problem here is that you can just like set Raikou into Ophion and then that blows. I guess it's now or never. Let's see it.
It's not Raikou, but Giant Rat.
Okay, sure.
Unfortunately for you, this still takes care of it. I'm going to summon Kalantosa out the deck.
It's true.
And Kalantosa will pop that Ophion.
It does have an effect, and Ophion's gone. I will pass my turn.
Man, who would have thought that a little rabbit, 200 attack, could take down a
monstrosity dragon from like the netherworld?
Infested beast, bro.
Yeah.
Demolished. I'll draw for turn. Standby main. Anything?
Nope.
All right, I'll move the Kalantosa to defense.
Sure.
And I'll also throw down a giant rat here.
Sure.
Second one. Big rat guy going to get in there for 14.
14's fine.
No D prisons have been flipped up. Color be surprised. I'll say it. All right. Well, one Ophion down. This is a good position for me. I'm feeling okay. I'll just pass it back to you, buddy.
I'll draw. Let's go Mandragora.
Okay.
Just hit into the Kalantosa. Get off the board.
Yeah. That's all right.
I'll throw another one down. Over to you.
Okay. I will draw. Standby main.
Yep.
All right. I'm like super into this. I am expecting the worst, though. I'm going to try for Cold Wave.
Well, I will preemptively flip Oppression.
Wow, that's even worse than I could imagine. I'm going to go Battle Phase, and I'm going to slam my rat in your Mandragora.
Okay.
I'll take 150, and then I'll trigger my rat. Oops, not that. Okay, out the deck, we'll bring out another Kalantosa, and then this Kalantosa effect, I will pop the Oppression.
Sure.
Nice, I like it. Main Phase 2, still under Cold Wave, which makes this play perfectly fine to go. I will normal summon Madolche Mufli, and I'll use her effect to special one from hand.
Crufsunt.
The Crufsunt, yes, sir. These guys are both level 3. We'll take them. I'm going to exceed into the mighty Wind Up Zen Mains. It is pretty spooky, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'll add a face down Speller Trap. And
you can't set Cold Wave.
Sorry,
my
bad. Cold Wave. That's all right. This Kalantosa is going to be chilling in attack, but that's okay. We got rid of Oppression, which is a huge step forward. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Draw. Standby main. We'll just take... Sure. Under Cold Wave. Yeah, fortunately, we just got to take out Kalantosa.
1350? No problem.
It's a big chunk of damage, if anything. I'll set one. Over to you.
Draw. What are you setting if you're not exceeding again? Standby main phase okay? I'm going to activate Ayers Rock Sunrise, and I'm going to target my giant rat.
Sunrise, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, that kind of sucks. That's going to resolve, sure.
Okay, I will summon Giant Rat, and then all of your guys lose 600 attack because there's 3
950.
Deep Prison hasn't been flipped yet. I still don't know if I'm weary about it.
I just gotta say, Ayers Rock Sunrise, really cool card.
Oh my god, actually
Yeah.
really sick card, dude. I always the secondary effect where it loses 200 attack. This actually came up super clutch here. I normally don't even think about it. It's just a reborn, but
I mean, just being a reborn for beasts is crazy.
yeah, right. All right, I'm gonna go Uniflora. I have all beasts in my graveyard. I'll tribute it, summon back another rat. Actually, no, I'm gonna get back to Calantosa.
Okay.
And then Calantosa was summoned off of a beast, so I get to trigger her effect.
Oh, that's
let me
cool.
think on the target.
So much synergy there. That's neat. Especially when you have more than, you know, when you only have beasts in the graveyard. It's weird. It's like the deck works.
This is going to be the hardest read of all time. This is definitely an Azathoth. It's got to be, so I'm going to pop it. That's the only monster I could see you setting.
I'm going to think. You haven't normaled, right?
I did. I just
you normaled
Uniflora.
Uniflora. That's right. You forced my hand a bit here. I am going to chain Torrential to the Calantosa activation.
Oh, I feel incredible about that. That's going to resolve.
It was
shit.
as a thought.
So
you were right.
Had a thought. And then Zen Mains actually gets to live. We'll just
does.
detach. Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to switch this to attack, and I'm just going to go battle phase, and I'll put 15
15.
in. Main 2. I'll just go end phase, and end phase wind up Zen Mains. I'm going to pop this back.
It's bottomless.
Okay. I'll pass turn to you.
Draw.
I think that's the first time I resolved wind up Zen
I
Mains
feel like it
progressions
is.
here.
I feel like every other time it just like gets wiped somehow or like bounced back to extra.
Yeah. I've talked so much game on this card. Like, this card is unbelievable.
In this game state
But, like,
especially.
it's never came up, but this is where it came up, and this is where it's shining.
All right. I think I have to go for broke. So let's see how it goes. You already know what's coming.
Lay it on me. Soul Charge. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
We're going all in.
It's an expensive Soul Charge. Oh my god, bro. Gaga Cowboy's not a real card for this dude.
I think I have to. I'm too far behind.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this Ophion in defense. I'm gonna show you some sick plays. Okay.
Let me see it, bro.
We're gonna go King of the Fairlimbs. Effect.
Okay.
So one of the reasons why I'm also playing Azathoth is that it's a reptile.
Oh shit, it is. Oh my god. Okay. Crazy search.
Bahamut.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
Bahamut, pitch, Azathoth, give me Zen Mains.
Is this permanent?
It is permanent.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Go.
Yikes. Okay, that's a lot of back row. I'll draw for turn. Standby, main. 100 life points, huh, Alex? 100 life points.
100 life points. And I've got lethal on the crackback here.
No way you throw... no way you play 3 Azathoth. No way you have another search off this King of the Fairlimbs, right?
Yeah, you're in a bit of a weird situation with this. If you don't clear this whole board, this could get very ugly for you. And I feel like because your monsters are just naturally so tiny, I feel like it's hard for you to do that.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm prepared. Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to start with summoning Uniflora.
It's a good start.
Mythical Beast of the Forest. Good start. I'm going to activate her effect. Allows me to tribute to summon 1 from the graveyard. I will summon... I'll summon this Calantosa.
I feel like that's your best option.
And I'll use its effect, and I'm going to think a moment to what target.
Sure.
Calantosa, I'm going to pop your King of the Fairlimbs.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to activate a Soul Charge of my own.
Figured that was going to be the case.
Yeah, you know I've been looking in the graveyard here for a minute. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to reborn 1 Uniflora, 2 Uniflora, and I'll get back both of the rats here.
Okay.
Taking 4,000
4,000 euro.
Notice these are all under bottomless trap hole. Crazy. Not that it matters, but...
I mean, bottomless is at 1, and you know it's gone. So
yeah, I'm going to activate a Uniflora, and I'm going to pull back out this Calantosa again.
Yeah.
Second one.
Like, if you have Soul Charge,
Calantosa.
that is going to deal with this pretty effectively.
Yeah, Calantosa, I'm going to pop the... I, don't even care if you keep the Zen Mains, bro, because, what are you going to do? Put it in attack position and lose the game? Like, you're at 100 life. Like, I think I just clear off the rest of these fucking baddies, and alternatively, I could go pop and get rid of it. You know what? Let me handle the back row. Let me just get rid of that.
Chain it. It's pandemic.
Yeah, I don't care. Okay. I'm going to overlay these 2. I'm going to make Sandayu. I'm going to Sandayu effect. We're going to make a token.
2550.
It is 2550. That's correct. This is going to be an attack.
Yep.
I'm going to Uniflora again.
Calantosa.
I'm going to summon back Calantosa, and I'm going to
So
Calantosa again. I know, right? I'm going to Calantosa. I'm going to pop the Bahamut.
Yep.
That's, definitely the right choice, right? And then I'm going to overlay these 2 rats. I'm going to make... Yeah, this is the right choice. I'm going to make Diamond Direwolf.
Let's take out the Ophion.
Yep, I'm going to Diamond Direwolf. I'm going to pop my Calantosa and your Ophion there.
Yep.
I do not have a battle phase. I will set a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And I'll see if you can even do anything to beat that. Go ahead, bud.
Diamond Dyer, I forgot, stays around because...
yeah, you can pop any beast on the field. Yeah,
can.
A little extra synergy there.
Not bad. All right, we'll go main one. Oh, boy.
You have 100 life points and my card on your side of the field. Can you do anything?
Trying.
Can you beat this?
I'm trying. Go Caster.
Yeah.
Special Kage.
Sure.
101.
Sure.
Give me the Diamond Dyer.
Detach the material from
Yep. You get that. That's all I got. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Stand by main. I'll send you get my other big beefy token, 2550.
Yep.
I'll go battle phase, and I'll chop up the Zen mains here. I'll take both of its materials.
Yep.
And I'll go
just
main
attacking
phase 2.
twice for people wondering.
Yeah, so you can't get it. And then set a card and I'll pass. Go ahead.
Draw. It's just too tiny. Just too tiny, funny enough. I'll set and pass.
I'll draw. Stand by main.
Yep.
All right, let's win the game. I'll flip Raiko. I'll pop the face down.
Yeah, that'll clean it up. You got it.
Yep.
Oh my god,
Oh,
what
I'm
a
glad I got a win
crazy
with this
game
deck.
3 though. Wow.
Yeah, that was nuts. The soul charge trade-offs were actually kind of nasty there. I'm
Yeah.
glad I had like the Calentoses and the Uniflores in the graveyard.
That
to do
was
kind of weird
fucking
loop.
just disgusting because you got to, if you didn't have like those combinations of cards exactly, like you wouldn't have been able to do that. And I think I misattacked again too. Like I should have probably just Mandragored into your rat. So like before, so you couldn't crash after the fact and get the pop on the oppression after you cold waved.
Yeah.
You could have like gunned Calentosa and just like blindly popped it, but at least it would have been like more of an unknown. So I think that's where I possibly made a misplay, but that was crazy. Yeah, I had to go like balls to the wall with that soul charge. Otherwise, I felt like there was no way I was winning. And I felt like the only way you came back was if you had a soul charge of your own into that board, because that board was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's exactly probably like the only way I could have gotten around that. Taking Evil Swarm Bahamut, actually like the cool synergy with. Do you play the third Azathoth?
No, I
Would
only
you
have two.
searched another copy?
I only
was gonna
pulled
say,
2. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So-
actually worried. I was like, can he search this last L Swarm to be able to get another Bahamut like search? So like I needed to be proactive and pop your board to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Rather than leave you with some cards and like make my own board because I knew you could have just took it with Bahamut.
Sure. What were these?
Yep. I drew a Wiretap. This is a Sangan.
Okay.
And then this is a Lance. I kept the Sangan in my hand the whole game because if I put it in the graveyard, I would have had a non-beast, and then Uniflora would not work.
Of course.
So.
So I put everything in defense to dodge 101, but also Lance too, because I figured my lowest attack monster when I made that push was, I think, the King of the Feral Imps. And so if you lance it, it goes down to 15. And I know Airbellum's 16. So all you had to do was Lance and X-Saber Airbellum to get over him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I just don't want to lose to Lance. So I put everything in defense. If you don't do anything, I put everything to attack and try to kill you next turn. That was the idea. But no, I mean, I'm happy like we got to finally see this deck pop off. I do think like a lot of things have to go right in the sense that like you need to get like the setup for it, obviously, because I mean it is a wombo combo deck at the end of the day. But it's cool because you got to do the whole like Beast Barkion thing in the second game. In this game, we just got to see you play like Calentosa control basically. Calentosa got like 6 pops this
It was
round
crazy.
or something. It was insane. Yeah. So
Yeah, the one thing that my first turn board was a little bit different, and I didn't actually get to make it against you because I adapted with Barkion, which wasn't the right play last time, but this time I think it was pretty fine. I should have been making this guy here, Tri-Edge Levia. You familiar
Ooh,
with
yeah,
this dude?
Levy is cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
played this
he's
before.
pretty-
We played this in BA for like a very short amount of time, just because it's
Yeah,
3.
he's pretty cool. So like typically like the end board would have been like Beast, Leviair, and Levia, which Levia is like 3 negates and your stuff loses attack, which is like huge.
Yeah.
And it banishes anything. It's a DD warrior lady. So it does everything. It's really sick. Or I could have like broken off into the Barkion, which I thought the Barkion was more fitting because you play like, again, shit ton of trap cards, right?
Yeah.
So
And I had to prioritize the Barkion because I had Mole to bounce it so the oppression would be live. Because everything else I felt like I could kind of deal with. So I can't even be mad. I think I made some mistakes and that's probably what cost me in all honesty. But So I guess Dueling Book decided to kick us out. But yeah, I was just saying that I had to, your Barkion was good because I had to mole that, so then Oppression would be live. And I felt like I could slowly chip away at your board with like Grand Mole and stuff. If like you're not really doing a whole lot, just like small pokes and everything. You'll laugh. I have D-Prisons in the deck. I just did not see them the whole game.
Oh, how many? What should I have been playing around?
Just
3
two.
of them?
Just two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
so
respecting them
I
enough.
did not draw them. So I was really hoping that was going to be the way this ended, was I was going to like D-Prison one of your things for game. And you were like so cautious of it the whole time. But how are your Battle Pack 3? Anything noteworthy, or just like kind of just, you know, fine stuff but nothing crazy?
It was like, okay. The one super notable thing I got was I got a second copy of Mizuki. And then the reason I played this deck today is I got 2 more copies of Air Rock Sunrise to finish my playset.
Oh, that's sick.
So I was like, oh, I might as that's a really good reason to run this deck back again. So that's what I ended up taking. Did I get anything else crazy? I don't think so. The Mizuki was the other thing that really drew my eye. What about you? Did you get anything crazy?
I got a Mizuki. I also got my 3rd Lance. I've been on 2 Lances the whole time, so I'm like, okay, cool. That's one of the reasons I wanted to play this deck, is just because now I have more protection for Ophion. I got 1 Thunderbird, so you got to see him in game 1.
I got one too. I got one.
Yeah, I'm not going to respin for more Thunderbirds. Like, the set's way too big at the end of the day. So, like, just filling in some holes. We had some, you know, like chalices, breakers, things like that. It's nothing like insane, but like it was a fine opening, I feel like. How was the wheel? That's what I'm most worried about.
Take a deep breath, bro. I got me another redoer ticket. Something that you have way too many of, but I'm happy to pick up another one moving into the next series here. We're going into Arc V, bro.
We're about to get 3 more. Yeah.
So a nice little refund for me. Remind me the score again. Are we tied up again?
Are we tied? We're either tied or I'm still up by 1. But
I think this tied it up here again, moving in.
Oh, if that's the case, Duelist Alliance is going to be an even crazier episode than we thought. That's nuts.
Yeah, lots on the line there, bro. I fully expect to be taking the lead in the Arc V era. Age of Gauge.
We'll see. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Phoenix the Immortal, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic Little Fadeleaf, Peyton McGrath, Dylan Rare Hunter, Jesse Wood, Chrono the Branded Enjoyer, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Uncle Brian of Stardust, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel by all community soon, Cancel by all committee soon, Cancel by all players soon, Nicholas Carpenter, Corvain, and Konami. When are we getting a Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore anime? Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.